See what we got. See what we got. Bear with me, YouTube. Get situated. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. What's going on, YouTube? Y'all see the title? We're gonna talk about Caleb today. All right. See what. See if Caleb was an Israelite or was he of the other nations? All right. So let's get it right to it. Just make sure everything's on the up and up. Okay. All right, we good. So all right. So today we're gonna be talking about Caleb, right? One of the uh one of the OGs of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So um let's get right into it. Let's go to Numbers 32. All right. And it reads, Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua, the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. Now, when whenever I read this, I'm like, okay, Kenizzite, Jephunneh the Kenizzite. I'm like, okay, what is a Kenizzite? You know what I'm saying? I never heard of that. Uh, you know, coming from the line of Israel, coming from the line of Jacob, So I'm like, okay, what is that? So, but first we got to understand, like, in the Hebraic custom, right? In the scriptures, you are what your father are, right? You are what your father is, right? So whatever your father is, so if your father is from the line of Judah, that will make you a Judite, right? If your father is from the tribe of Benjamin, that will make you a Benjamite, right? And so we see this in, let's prove this real fast and easy. Ezra 2 and 59. So this is after their captivity, coming back, right? And let's see what happens. And these were they which went up from Temelah to Harsha, Cherub, Adon, and Immer, but they could not show their father's house and their seed whether they were of Israel of Israel. So they couldn't show their father's house. They couldn't trace themselves back to their father's house to show whether or not they was of Israel or not. So they couldn't show and prove that they came from one of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? That's how it works in the Hebraic culture. That's how it works in Israel. That's how it works in the scriptures. You are what your father is. So if you can't prove your lineage through your father, you're not they're not we're not gonna, according to the scripture, you're not part of Israel, right? So this is when they was coming back, right? So now, granted, this isn't thus saith the Lord. Let's make that clear. This is uh Ezra, Jeremiah, and them. You know, this is how they're doing it. They're trying to get everybody allocated and see, okay, who's who, what we got. Let's kind of reset. You know, reestablish. Israel. After the captivity. So this is not thus said the Lord. So just because you can't, this what I'm saying is this is not what the Lord told them to do, right? This is them doing it on their own accord to try to find out who's who, right? Nevertheless, you are what your father is, right? Just like the genealogies, it go this man begot this man, this man begot this man, this man begot this man. So you are what your father is. That's definitely in the scripture, right? So now we got to realize, okay, who is Caleb's father? What is a Kenizzite? You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to Numbers 32 and see if you are what your father is. So Caleb has to be what his father is, right? So Caleb has to be what his father is, Jephonih. Jephonih is a Kenizzite. Okay, so what exactly is a Kenizzite? Let's go to it. It's the Strong's H7074. The biblical usage is Kenizzite or Kenizzites, descendant of Kenaz. All right. A is descendants of Kenaz. The Strong's is patronymic from H7073, a Kenizzite or descendant of Kenaz. All right. So now, um, let's see, is used four times. This particular H7074 is used four times. In Genesis 15:19, and let's go to that. Let's read that, see what the context is of that. Uh, so this is when the Most High is making the covenant with Abraham, right? Abram promised a son, right? So let's just read that. We at 19, right? Okay, and it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. So the context is Abraham just made a sacrifice, right? The Lord told him, "Hey, get these pieces of meat, cut them up, and offer it up to me," right? And so Abraham did that. He kept the birds away, and then he fell asleep. And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, "Unto thy seed have I given this land, Canaan, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cabanites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites." So we see that a Kenizzite was one of the people groups in Canaan when Abraham crossed over from Chaldee, right? So off the rip, I mean, we can kind of end it right there. The Kenizzites don't come from the line of Abraham because they're already in existence at the same time as Abraham, right? So that right there shows that the Kenizzites in and of itself, they're not from the line of Abraham, for one. So um, that's that, right? That's that same one. So now the other three times that it's mentioned is when it's describing Jephonih, the Kenizzite, right? That's Numbers 32 and 12. That's what we just read. Joshua 14:6. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb, the son of Jephonih, the Kenizzite, and said unto him, Thou knowest the thing that the Lord said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and thee in Kadesh Barnea, right? And then Joshua 14:14. Hebron therefore became the inheritance of Caleb, the son of Jephonih, the Kenizzite, unto this day, because that he wholly followed the Lord God of Israel. Now, let's look at that, right? Kenizzite. Now it says patronymic from H7073. Now, before we go here, let's see what the definition of patronymic is, right? So it says a name derived from the name of a father or ancestor, typically by addition of a prefix or suffix, e.g., Johnson, O'Brien, Ivanovich, right? Denoting or relating to a name derived from the name of a father or male ancestor. All right, so it's always with the males, right? Merriam-Webster says patronymic is generally formed by adding a prefix or suffix to a name. Thus, a few centuries ago, the male patronymic of Patrick was Fitzpatrick. So, with our example, it will be the male patronymic of Kenizzites would be this one, H7073. So let's see what that is. Kenaz, hunter, son of Eliphaz, the grandson of Esau, one of the dukes of Edom. Very interesting. A brother of Caleb and father of Othaniel. Now, there's only two people described as a hunter in the scriptures. That's Nimrod and Esau, right? So Kenaz equals hunter. It means hunter, right? Now, um, so Kenaz is the father of 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 Jephone the Kenizzite. So Jephone the Kenizzite comes from because his name, the Kenizzite, is a patronymic of Kenaz. So his ancestry go back to Kenaz, the son of Eliphaz, the grandson of Esau, right? Now you can argue that okay, that's false. Well, now you got to pick your poison, right? Because so far we've established that either Caleb is from a tribe or people that was already there when Abraham crossed over, thus he's not from the line of Abraham at all, as far as through Jacob, or his father comes from the lineage of Kenaz, the son of Eliphaz, the grandson of Esau. Either way, Kenizzite has no dealing, no relationship with Israelites as far as bloodline. You can't trace back a Kenizzite to any of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? But the reason why this patronymic is so key in that it has to be the latter, that Jephone comes from the lineage of Kenaz, the actual grandson of Esau, is because of that patronymic, right? That this right here, that kind of confirms the latter, right? That kind of confirms that Jephone the Kenizzite comes from the lineage of Kenaz, the grandson of Esau. The reason why I say that is because if we look at the word Hebrew, right? Hebrew, one from beyond, a designation of the patriarchs and the Israelites. Proper noun. The adjective is the same thing, a designation of the patriarchs and Israelites. The patronymic from H5677, an Eberite, i.e., Hebrew or descendant of Eberite, right? So again, it's that same patronymic, right? What the definition say, a name derived from the name of a father or ancestor, right? And it's typically by adding an addition of a prefix or suffix. That's why Canaanites is derived from Kenaz. Hebrew is derived from Eber. So we go to that, Eber or Heber, the region beyond, right? Eber, the name of two patriarchs and four Israelites. So again, Hebrew, if you're a Hebrew, right, you come from Eber. Eber comes from Shem, right? If you're a Kenizzite, you come from Kenaz. Kenaz comes from Esau, right? That's just how that works. That's why that is so key when you look at that patronymic. That shows where you come from. So the Kenizzites comes from Kenaz, right? And it's not just like you can type in Hittites, Jebusites, all that stuff, and it won't have a patronymic of where they come from. It's more of a region, more of a description of a type of people, right? So that's why it has to be the latter. That's why it has to be that the Jephone, the Kenizzite, right, comes from Kenaz, right? Because if we look at it again, it's that patronymic. Just how we saw Hebrew is a patronymic of Eber. Kenizzite is a patronymic of Kenaz. That's why it literally says descendants of Kenaz, right? Hebrew, descendant of, right here, descendant of Eber, right? It's the patronymic. So when you go to the actual Kenaz, you see, okay, who is Kenaz? Who are these people come from? It's the son of Eliphaz, the grandson of Esau, right? We know this can't be anything describing Caleb's dad because it says a brother of Caleb and the father of Othaniel. So obviously that has nothing to do with Caleb's dad, Jephone. So it has to be the biblical usage A, right? As far as his lineage, right? So now we see that Jephone is a Kenizzite, right? Now, why is Caleb why is Caleb attributed to Judah, right? Let's get that. Because he is. He is included with Judah. Numbers 13:6. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. Now, the reason the reason that he's included with the tribe of Judah is this is my assumption, right? That his mom is from the tribe of Judah, right? Um, it can't be verified. We don't know anything about his mom. We know his dad is Jephunneh the Kenizzite. I would say his mom is a Judite. His mom is a woman from the tribe of Judah, right? That's what makes him part of Judah by kind of default, right? He has some connection to Judah through his mom, right? Now, if we go, let's go to his actual genealogy, right? His genealogy doesn't start until First Chronicles chapter 4, right? So let's read it. The sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, and Hur, and Shabal. So this is going to outline the sons of Judah, right? We get down here, here's Caleb. But what's interesting is that Caleb brother is Othaniel, right? So Caleb brother is Othaniel. Okay, let's get that. Hold on. Let's establish that. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. All right. Let's see. And Othaniel, here we go. Joshua 15:17. And Othaniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achish, his daughter, to wife. So Othaniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb. So again, Caleb and Othaniel are brothers. Caleb's dad is Jephunneh. Othaniel's dad is Kenaz, right? Now let's go to the First Chronicles, right? You can't there's no Jephunneh up here coming down. There's no Kenaz coming through here. You know where you do find Kenaz? Let's see. Right here. Let's see. And the dukes of Edom were Duke Timnah, Duke Eliah, Duke Jedheth, all these dukes, right? Duke Kanaz, right? So, and then we have it up here, Kanaz, the sons of Eliphaz. To remember, Eliphaz is the firstborn of Esau. Eliphaz's son was Kanaz. So again, we have that Kanaz. So we have Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, a Kenizzite, who patronymic goes back to Kenaz. So his ancestry goes back to Kenaz, Esau's grandson. Then you have Othaniel, whose dad is Kenaz. Now it could be a name, just a name. You know, it's I think that would be conjecture if I stated that. Okay, yeah, that he's goes back to Esau as well. I'm not gonna make that assumption because that's not doing justice to the text. I'm not going to impose, you know, pose my viewpoints on a text just to make a point, right? I can't necessarily say that Othaniel's dad, Kenaz, is of Esau. It could just be a name, right? I'm cool with that. But what we have to reconcile is that dealing with the line of Judah, even from the First Chronicles, chapter 1, when they're going through all the lineages, you don't see Jephone anywhere, right? You don't see Kenaz anywhere except through the line of Esau. So if Caleb's dad is Jephone, Othaniel's dad is Kenaz, and they're brothers, that means they have the same mom. They have two different dads, right? The argument could be made that Othaniel's dad is Kenaz, which links to Jephone, like the Kenizzite, so maybe they have the same dad. That angle is very weak, right? And I'm not supposed to do that to the text. I'm not supposed to reach like that. What I will do, I will conclude that they have to have the same mom because clearly in the text they have different dads. Caleb's dad is Jephone. Othaniel's dad is Kenaz. Othaniel is Caleb's younger brother according to the text, right? So only one conclusion can be made that they have the same mom, right? So now again, let's look at this genealogy. So we go up here. There's nothing about Jephone, right? First Chronicles chapter 4. There's nothing about Jephone. There's nothing about Kenaz, right? This is all talking about the actual sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, right? Because Perez, Hezron, and Carmi, and Hur, and Shobal, those all offshoots of Judah, right? Judah had Perez. Perez had Hezron, and I think Hur came. It, Hur is Hezron's grandson, and Shobal is somewhere. I don't know. I try to write it. If you write it out, I mean, it'll kind of help you out. But even with that, it's still kind of crazy. But either way, there's no Jephone. There's no Kanaz, right? So it's going, it's going, it's going. These are the men of Rakah. That ends it, right? So now they finna start over. Now they finna go to another, and it says, "And the sons of Kanaz, Othaniel, Seraiah, and the sons of Othaniel, Hatha." Right? Where is Kanaz? Who is this man? How does he link back up to Judah? No one. You can't show me in the text where this Kanaz links back up to Judah, right? But I'll give you that. He may be an Israelite. I'm cool with that, right? That's fine. I'm not, it is what it is. You know, I know for sure Caleb's dad is not an Israelite. Jephone is not, right? It literally says the Kenizzite, right? Um, but see how all of a sudden now Kenaz appears, but there's no linking him back up to nowhere, not even to a great great grandson of Judah, not anything. Nothing links Kenaz back up to Judah, right? Because let's look at it. Let's see. Kenaz. Let's see. Genesis, Joshua, Judges. And all it's saying is Othaniel, son of Kenaz, Othaniel, son of Kenaz, Othaniel, son of Kenaz, Othaniel, son of Kenaz. Then we have the offshoot of Esau, that Kenaz. And then in First Chronicles, Kenaz, Timon, and the son of Eliphaz, right? Again, that's the offshoot of Esau, the Duke, right? And then we have Kenaz. So the only Kenaz mentioned is the father of Othaniel and the grandson of Esau. Hey, now would it be far fetched to say That Kanaz is of the lineage of Esau. No, there's scripture to support it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be far fetched. That's a legit argument. I'm not working that angle though. I don't. Othaniel's dad really isn't no concern to me. It's all about Caleb, right? Caleb's dad is literally called Jephone the Kenizzite. This can be debated, and y'all can have that. Y'all can debate that till the cows come home. But my thing is the lineage. It just starts out the blue, right? Where is that? There we go. So now all of a sudden now Kenaz comes on the scene. Othaniel, Seraiah, and the sons of Othaniel, Hathath, whatever, right? So now uh Meonathai begot Ophrah, right? And Seraiah begot Joab, the father of the valley of the Kerishim, for they were craftsmen. So these are the sons of Othaniel, right? Well, this one is the son of, I think, Hathath. If you look at it, son of Othaniel. Okay, so that's one of his sons as well. So all these are Othaniel's sons, right? And then you have the sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. Again, the son of Jephunneh. It don't say the son of Judah. Because down here, the son of Shelah, the son of Judah, right? It don't say that for Caleb. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. Where is Jephunneh in the Judah lineage, right? Where is he at? He can't be found. So again, so that's a valid question. Why is Caleb attributed to the tribe of Judah, right? And we're gonna get to that. There is a scriptural answer for that, you know. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see. Let's see some. Let's see this. Let's go to Judges. Let's go to Judges 1. So, like I said, we already established that the Kenizzite is a patronymic of Kenaz, the grandson of Esau. So Jephunneh the Kenizzite comes from the lineage of Esau. That can't be debated, right? Um, but so why is and we already established that you in Israel you are what your father is. So if Caleb's father is a is a Kenizzite, Caleb can't be a Judite, right? Now either the text is lying, no, that's not right. Either the text is contradicting itself, or we're missing something, right? So let's go to Judges 120. And let's just read this. Um, let's start up with okay. Let's and look at and the children of the Kenite, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lied in the south of Arad, and they went and dwelt among the people. Whoa! So Moses' father-in-law, right? And I try to get into this before, but it's very deep when you actually look into this because it goes back to the Rechabites and all that stuff and how the Most High said the Rechabites won't uh they will always have somebody before the Lord representing them, right? So it goes back to the Rechabites. But anyway, so the children of the Kenite, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of the palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lied in the south of Arad, and they went and dwelt among the people. This is Judges. So they're still kind of divvying up stuff, right? They're still capturing stuff. Caleb's still on the scene, right? So they're still conquering. So there's a people that went up with a people that's not of Israel, went up, right? With Judah and settled with them, and it's Moses' father-in-law. So it's not some random Nakar, it's not some random foreigner. It's actually Moses' father-in-law, his people, right? Because they clave to Israel, right? But let's keep going. And Judah went with Simeon his brother, and they slew the Canaanites and inhabited uh, Zaphath, and utterly destroyed it. And the name of the city was called Hermah. Also, Judah took Gaza and with the coast thereof, and Ashkelon with the coast thereof, and Ekron with the coast thereof. And the Lord was with Judah, and he drave out the inhabitants of the mountain, but could not drive out the inhabitants of the valley because they had chariots of iron. And they gave Hebron unto Caleb, as Moses said, and he expelled thence the three sons of Anak. So they, Judah, gave Hebron unto Caleb. You see how there's kind of a distinction there? How Judah gave Hebron unto Caleb. Because why? Moses said. If we go back, we can go and we can see where Caleb kind of brings it to the remembrance of, hey, remember what the Lord said, that me and Joshua, we're the only ones. So wherever my foot trodden, that's what I need to. I need that. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Numbers 14:24. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him and hath followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it. So Caleb is holding on to this promise, right? Um, and so look, and then Joshua 14:6. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said unto him, Thou knowest the thing that the Lord said unto Moses the man of God concerning me and thee in Kadesh Barnea. So again, Caleb is reminding Joshua, hey, remember what the Most High said through Moses. We just read it up here, right? For Numbers 14:24, right? That I need that. That's me, right? But look what it says. It says the children of Judah came up unto Joshua and Gilgal and Caleb. So you see how Caleb is kind of a part of Judah, but separated, right? It kind of distinguishes between Judah, the children of Judah, and Caleb, right? And we saw that in Judges. It said they gave Caleb, Judah gave Caleb Hebron according to what Moses had said. All right. But let's look at this. But um, let's look at this though. I think this is going to be the a good one. And unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. Right. So, and unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Judah. So again, it's that distinction. Caleb got something that was a part of Judah, right? Caleb got something that was a part of Judah's inheritance. Caleb got something that was um, allotted to Judah. Caleb got some of that, right? Was Caleb from Judah? No, but he represented Judah when he was one of the 12 spies, right? He represented Judah when he was one of the princes that rose up, right? Let's go there because I'm not ducking anything. I'm not hiding anything. Caleb was mentioned with Judah, but it's because for one, it can be assumed that his mom was Judah. But let's not even go there. It's because he chose to be with Judah, right? And we're gonna prove that. So 34:19. And the names of the men are these of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh, right? Okay, here we go. Let's read up. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, These are the names of the men which shall divide the land unto you. Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun. And ye shall take one prince of every tribe to divide the land by inheritance. Inheritance. And the names of the men are these of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Right? So again, all these other people, their dad can be traced back to one of the 12 tribes, one of the 12 sons, right? Except Caleb. Caleb, Jephunneh don't go back to Judah. You can't, nobody can show that in the text, right? So again, Caleb is attributed to Judah twice. Numbers 13:6, and right here, Numbers 34:19. He's attributed to Judah twice, right? Um, and it's only as a representative, right? It's of the tribe of Judah, who y'all gonna send? The prince, right? And you shall take one prince from every tribe. Prince, all that prince means is chief, ruler. Let's look at it. H Strong's 5387. Properly an exalted one, i.e., a king or a sheik. Also a rising mist, captain, chief, cloud, governor, prince, ruler, vapor. Right? Nothing about lineage, nothing about bloodborne, nothing. Right? Just the hardest one, the coldest one. Right? That's who the one in charge. Right? So again, Caleb is linked to Judah on two occasions as a representative, not necessarily as from the lineage. Right? Let's get that out the way. So now, um, again, I think we've kind of established that Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, right? He is what his dad is, right? Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, is from the lineage of Esau, right? Now, how is it that Caleb? Matter of fact, let's go to further substantiate that Caleb was given a part of the inheritance of Judah. We've already established that in Judges. Let's go back through there. Judges 120. And they gave Hebron to Caleb, as Moses said, and he expelled thence the three sons of Anak. So again, they, Judah, gave Caleb Hebron according to what Moses had said. It wasn't that Caleb was a part of Judah and he said, I want this city. No, Judah gave Caleb a part of their inheritance, right? As Moses had said, because the Most High told him to bless Caleb because Caleb and Joseph, or Caleb and Joshua, right? Also, so again, right here, they gave Hebron to Caleb, a distinction. Judah gave Caleb Hebron. If Caleb was a part of Judah, he can just claim nobody. Judah doesn't have to give it to him. He's already a part of Judah. He can just claim stake to, hey, I want this city. But Judah gave Hebron unto Caleb, right? According to Moses, what Moses had said, right? Now also, um, Joshua 15. And Caleb the son of Jephunneh, he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which is the city of Hebron. Again, unto Caleb, he gave part among the children of Judah, a distinction, right? So, out of what Judah got, Caleb got a part of that. He was given a part of that. That wasn't his, right? He's not a part of Judah, right? He wasn't. Judah was allotted a certain territory, right? And Caleb was gifted a part of that because of he was him. When it came to the spies, when it came to Anak, he drove them out. He was 85 years old, and he was still with it, right? He drove them out because he knew that was his land, that was his promise, right? So they gave him that, right, according to what the Lord had said. It wasn't, and it's like Judah gave him that. He had a part. He received a part of what Judah was allotted, right? So then, to further substantiate this, let's go to 1 Samuel 30. This is on down the road. 1 Samuel 30:14. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites and upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. The south of Caleb, Caleb had his own territory that was distinguished from the coast of Judah, right? Upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb. Caleb had his own place. He had his own region over there, right? Let's see what Caleb mean. Caleb mean dog anyway, and that's a word in itself, right? That a dog, Caleb mean dog. Hey, that's deep, right? So the south of Caleb. So Caleb was actually a region. That's how they viewed what he had, right? It didn't say, and we made a invasion upon the south of the Cherites, and upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Judah, south of Caleb. He was distinguished from Judah. That's three examples where he's being distinguished from Judah, right? So now we got to ask ourselves, where in Scripture, because obviously, basically what I'm saying is Caleb is non-Israelite. I mean, if you haven't caught that yet, then I don't know. So obviously Caleb is non-Israelite. So where in Scripture do we see a non-Israelite that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, that's faithful unto Israel, right? That's living righteously, who walks holy with the Most High. Where do we see them getting a part of an inheritance? Because there has to be some kind of basis, some kind of foundation, right? And there is. Let's go to Ezekiel 47, and we have it right here. And it shall come to pass, Ezekiel 47:22. And it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you, which shall begot children among you. And they shall be unto you as born in the country among the children of Israel. And they shall have an inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, there shall ye give him his inheritance, saith the Lord God. Now, if y'all know this channel, it's all about the Gar. What stranger is that? Gar, right? A Gar is a non-Israelite, specifically, in Israel that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments at this time, during the time of the scriptures, right? Now everybody's scattered abroad. Nobody is in Israel really. Real Israel is not in Israel for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Um, but everybody's scattered. During this time, if you were a foreigner, right, but you cleaved to Israel and kept the law, statutes, and commandments, you were considered a gar, right? You were considered a random nakar or a stranger or foreigner or anything like that. You was considered a gar, right? So now we see that wherever a stranger, if they chose to be with Benjamin, if they chose to be with Manasseh, if they chose to be with Ephraim, if they chose to be with Judah, right? Whatever tribe the stranger sojourned with, there shall ye give him his inheritance. So we see that what happened with Caleb was not out of the out of the ordinary, right? Because he really showed himself and proved himself. He wasn't just you know freeloading. He put in the work, right? He did what he had to do. He had faith first and foremost, and then he acted on that faith by driving out those people in the land that he was promised. The Lord wasn't going to do it for him, right? The They had to drive out the people in their inheritance to see how bad they really wanted it, right? And Caleb did that. At 85 years old, he did that, right? So again, that's not the president was already set, right? But the Lord already knew that this is how it's going to be, because even in Ezekiel, it teaches that the strangers, the Gar, the non-Israelites, whatever tribe they associate themselves with, right, that they sojourn with, there shall you give him his inheritance. What did we read in Judges? They gave him Hebron, right? What did we read in Numbers 15? He got a part of Judah's inheritance, right? In First Samuel, it said that he had his own region, the south of Caleb. Caleb been gone, right? And they were talking about they made an invasion on the south of Caleb, right? So he had his own geographical area that they knew, oh, that was Caleb. Oh yeah, we in Caleb right now. Oh yeah, we did an invasion on the south of Caleb, right? So with all that being said, without a shadow of a doubt, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, is not an Israelite. Just off the rip off his dad, the Kenizzite. Now, whether you want to say, again, at the forefront of this video, I said, now, whether you want to say that Jephunneh descends from the Kenizzites that was already in Canaan, where Abraham crossed over, cool. You can have that. But just know those Kenizzites have no lineage with Israel because they was already in existence when Abraham came over, right? Or it's the latter, where Kenizzite is the patronymic of Kenaz, right? And we saw what the patronymic definition was, a name derived from the name of a father or ancestor. So, and I like this example down here. It says, thus, a few centuries ago, the male patronymic of Patrick was Fitzpatrick. So the male patronymic of Kenizzite was Kenaz. The male patronymic of Hebrew was Eber, right? So it has to be either or. Either either Caleb comes from the Kenizzite that was already there when Abraham crossed over, or Caleb comes from the line of Esau. I know that's cringy. I know that hurt. But hey, that's reality, man. Right? That's reality. Because you can't when we go to Caleb's when we go to Caleb's genealogy, you can't find you can't find Jephunneh anywhere. Jephunneh does not link back up to Judah. His brother Othaniel, his dad is Kenaz. Kenaz don't link back up to Judah. Kenaz links up to Esau, right? And if they're brothers and have different dads, that means they have the same mom. And which brings me to the conclusion of, okay, their mom is a Jewish woman. She's from Judah, right? I can't I can't I can't prove that, but I can only from by deductive reasoning assume and conclude that, hey, if they have the same if they're brothers according to the text, they have different dads according to the text, that means they have to have the same mom, right? And what links them to Judah? It has to be their mom, unless they just chose to be a part of Judah, you know. But with all that said and done, that's the video on today. Hope it was edifying. Again, if I missed anything, comment below. If I misspoke, I'm definitely open to corrections. I'm open to rebuttals. Um, you know, hit me up. I'm open. So that's the video on today. Again, I hope it was edifying. I'm trying to get more content out. Try to build this page up. Um, the next video is going to be about Galatians. Right now, we're going to hit these Christians up about Galatians and circumcision and what that really means. Right? Because I see a lot of misinformation. Right? When Christians want to say that we're no longer under the law, they run to Galatians. Right? They run to Galatians. Galatians is solely talking about circumcision unto salvation, and I can prove that. We can prove that through the text. Galatians is only talking about circumcision unto salvation, meaning that you're getting circumcised for your salvation. And if you don't get circumcised, you're not going to receive salvation, right? Also, we can prove in the text that the letter to the Galatians is not in the Bible. Galatians, it should be the second letter to Galatians, because this wasn't the first time that Paul dealt with the Galatians, right? So we can prove that, right? And we're gonna go down there, we're gonna go through there, we're gonna prove everything, right? Because as believers, the law is still in effect, right? So this channel isn't about, bashing a particular group or coming against a particular, ideology. It's about truth. So we're gonna hit them Christians up. You know, the law is still in effect. We still gotta keep the Shabbat. We still gotta keep the feast days. We still gotta eat clean, right? We still gotta do all that stuff. It's still applicable to us, right? So that's the next video. Be on the lookout for that. Um, I'm gonna get in my notes, get all that cleaned up, and but other than that, salutations. Be blessed. Shalom.